there! So I wanted to do a video today about why girls do not really respond well to getting catcalled or randomly hit on. I mean, I'm sure some girls do, but I probably wouldn't. And I know there's a lot of other girls out there that wouldn't. And I just wanted to do a video about how it makes us feel and how that doesn't make us rude, that we don't necessarily want to talk to some random stranger that we don't know. But yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, a few weeks ago, me and my fiance were having a conversation about how he watched this YouTube video, and it was kind of like a little experiment of sending guys out to talk to women and seeing how the women respond to them, and then sending women to talk to guys and seeing how the guys respond back to them. And he was telling me that every time a woman approached a guy, the guy always gave her the time of day, even if he was seeing somebody, just have a quick conversation, just be nice, like, oh, it's nice to meet you, whatever. But how when the roles were reversed and the guys went to talk to the girls, none of the girls gave them the time of day. Some of them were just like, F off. I'm not saying that's okay. That is actually kind of rude. But I don't feel like you should feel obligated to talk to some random person that stops you, and that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, so he was saying to me, he's like, why are girls so cold-hearted? And I'm like, I don't think that makes us cold-hearted. I don't understand why I should feel obligated to talk to anybody that just stops me. But anyways, he did not see eye to eye with me on that, and that's a whole nother story. But fast forward to a few days ago, and I was at the mall, and I had actually just gotten a new iPhone, and my cell phone service was deactivated. So I was going through the mall trying to connect to the Wi-Fi on there through my old phone, so that way I could send my fiance a text that I was leaving, and I was heading over to his house. So of course this is happening while my cell phone service is deactivated, because of course anything that's going to make you uncomfortable is while you can't get in touch with anybody. But so I'm walking through the mall. I'm just about ready to leave. I have one little wing to walk through. Walking through the mall with my face in my phone, not approachable, not ready, sending signals, hey, come talk to me. But this guy literally just walked in front of me and was like, excuse me, and stopped me and kind of forced me to talk to him because he was in my way. And I'm in a mall and this guy stops me, so I think that he's gonna try to sell me something, okay? So he's like, you look adventurous. And I'm like, I don't know, what does that mean? And he's like, I don't know, I think maybe it's just your hair color, the funky color, that reddish purple, that's pretty cool. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I change my hair a lot, blah, blah, blah. So he's talking to me, asking me what I do. I'm like, oh, I'm a hairdresser. So then he asked me if I make other people's hair funky colors. I tell him I just cut hair, I don't color hair. Just normal little small talk, whatever. So then he's like, you're not married or anything, are you? And I'm like, well, I'm engaged. And he's like, oh, well, is it totally wrong that I'm hitting on you right now? And I'm like, well, no, it's not wrong. It's just not gonna get you anywhere. And he's like, what, why? I'm like, what do you mean, why? I just told you why, because I take my relationship seriously. How is that even a question? So then he's asking me what my fiance does, and then he's talking to me more about me, and well, what do you do for fun? Let's just chat for a few minutes. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, am I on a YouTube video experiment about how girls respond to guys? Then I'm getting paranoid that I'm gonna look rude if I walk away, and it's gonna be posted online for the world to see, and I better be nice to this guy before I make a fool of myself. So I'm just talking to this guy, and then I felt like he kind of kept looking over in a certain direction, and so that was making me paranoid that he was trying to win a bet with somebody by talking to me, because these are the things that go through girls' heads sometimes, okay? Maybe not all girls. Maybe girls have more confidence than me and they think they're actually being hit on, but I always think there's some ulterior motive, okay? But so I kind of called him out, and I was like, do you need to keep me talking for a certain amount of time to win a bet with a friend or something? And he's like, this is a free country. I have a right to talk to you, and if you don't want to talk to me, you have a right to walk away. I can just keep talking and you can just keep walking away. Like, you don't have to stand here and talk to me. And he got all pissed off. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm literally just asking a question, but I already told you that I'm seeing somebody, and you keep, like, looking in this direction while you're talking to me, and it's just, I don't know, you just keep asking me questions, you keep keeping me here, and it's just, like, making me question what you're doing. And, anyways, he's like, I'm just being nice, I'm just trying to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Like, I have stuff to do. I have to drive far. I have a busy night. I don't know why I'm still standing here. And he's like, no, don't go. Just come have a drink with me really quick. Like, we'll just walk over here and grab some food. I'm like, no. And so finally I, like, turn around to walk away. And then he's like, no, come on, come talk to me, come talk to me. I'm like, yeah, no. And then finally I just left. And he turned around and he's like, all right, nice to meet you. And he, like, left. So I still don't know if that situation was, like, legit, or if I was on a YouTube video, or if he was trying to win a bet, or I don't know. But the other things running through my head are, is this guy trying to, like, steal something from me? Like, is he distracting me and his friend is coming over here, and then I'm sitting there thinking, good thing I didn't put my new iPhone in an Apple bag, and I put it in my purse because I didn't want to walk through the mall with a giant Apple bag advertising that I had expensive stuff on me. But yeah, so when I left, I'm, like, looking through my bag, like, holy crap, did they steal my iPhone? Like, am I that person that just got swindled or whatever? And then the other thing I was thinking is I'm standing super close to this balcony. Like, we're in a mall that's, like, a couple stories high or whatever. And I'm, like, here, and he's, like, right frickin' here trying to talk to me. And I'm like, is he gonna, like, push me over the balcony? Like, am I about to get murdered right now? Like, okay, so these are all the things going through my head. In addition to just the fact that I didn't really want to be hit on. I was in my phone. I was not inviting anybody to come talk to me. I think it's one thing if you are in a social setting and you are, like, you're drinking or you're at a party or whatever and you're actually mingling with people, but for me to have someone literally stop in front of me automatically right off the bat is going to make me very uncomfortable because I was not sending out any signals that I was ready to talk to anybody. And then you physically got in my way. Like, that makes me feel trapped. Okay, so that right there makes me not want to talk to you. And then second, after telling somebody that you're engaged or married or in a relationship or whatever, and you continue to talk to me, like, you could have just been like, oh, like, I'm not going to step on that, like, I tried, nice to meet you, have a good day, because you don't know anything about me, and now because your sole reason of coming over and talking to me, like, was shattered, you don't really have any reason to get to know me, and I don't mean that in a rude way, I just mean it truthfully. You came over to talk to me because you thought I was attractive. You didn't come over here and talk to me because you want to be my friend, so why are we still standing here? And then, besides the fact that you're, like, trying to step on my relationship, and I find that kind of disrespectful, even so, I don't really like the thought of just approaching random people and talking to them because you think they're attractive, because I just think it's kind of shallow. If that's how you meet people, like, that's cool. It just doesn't work for me. I don't want you to want to get to know me because you think I'm attractive. I would rather you find someone that you already know and you find them attractive because of what you have in common and what you like about them and blah, blah, blah. Like, not role reversal. You do not try to get to know someone because, oh, they're hot. Like, no, I want you to think someone's attractive because you genuinely care about them. I feel like it should be kind of reversed. I don't know, I met my fiance on a blind date. I had never seen a picture of him. I didn't see his Facebook, like, none of that. I literally just, a friend was like, hey, you should meet this guy that I know. And I was just like, okay. So I went to go try to meet a person to see if our personalities meshed. I didn't know anything about what he looked like or anything. Like, I don't really believe in basing your relationships on looks. So that's kind of my number one, like, ick factor. Like, don't come up and talk to me because you think I'm attractive. Like, I don't think that's a really good basis for a relationship, which probably offends some people because I'm sure some people have met their significant others that way. And I don't mean it to be offensive. That's just something that personally kind of, like, I don't know. It could be a better situation, that's all. But yeah, so that was just kind of my opinion on the matter, that I feel like in today's society with, like, technology, I have to stand here and wonder that, like, you're doing some sort of video experiment that I'm on, or I have to wonder that you're, like, just making a bet with your friend, because people are rude, and you could potentially just be talking to me to, like, make a fool of me and make some money. I don't know. Another problem with people randomly approaching you is that you have to worry about how they're gonna react if you don't react the way that they want. So, like, that guy, he got so mad at me and was like, you don't have to talk to me. Like, I'm not forcing you to do anything. Blah, blah. Like, I just asked you a question and now you're getting all hostile. Like, I mean, that wasn't even that bad. I mean, I know there are stories of guys that actually, like, attack girls because they're not giving them the response they want. Like, these are the things that run through your head. I don't want you to come and approach me and then I have to sit there and wonder if I'm gonna get attacked because I tell you that I don't want to go anywhere with you, or I'm dating somebody else, or whatever. Like, I don't know. It just puts pressure on you, and then you feel like you're kind of forced into talking to somebody because now you're scared that they're gonna hurt you if you don't do what they want. Or that you're gonna get murdered. I'm sorry, but I hope I'm not the only girl that thinks this way. I always think I'm gonna get murdered personally, which hopefully means that, you know, I'm never gonna get murdered because I'm the person that thinks that every terrible thing is gonna happen to me, which hopefully means that it's not, because things tend to happen to the people that, like, think nothing would ever happen to them, and that's not me. I think everything's gonna happen to me. So yeah, I just went on a little tangent there. Yes, then I have to worry about being killed, and I have to worry that you're trying to steal something out of my purse, and I don't know, that's me. I don't want to be randomly approached. I don't want to be catcalled, because that just goes back to the being shallow thing. Like, you don't need to shout at me how attractive you think I am. Like, I don't know where that's trying to get you. It doesn't make me feel good. It just makes me feel uncomfortable because I didn't ask for your advances and you're just putting it out there. I would never be rude about it. I would just probably, like, look at you and just kind of smile or be like, thanks, you know? But I don't think that makes me rude. If anyone else has any other opinions, you can feel free to share them. Mine probably are not going to change if you try to argue with me at all. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a video about that today because that was my experience the other day and I thought it was a little ridiculous. So yeah, if you have any crazy stories, feel free to tell me below. Hopefully I'll make another video tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if anyone's watching these things yet. But yeah, so if anyone wants to chat, you can comment or you can follow me on Instagram. I will leave my username below. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good December. Bye.